They thought they could outsmart him. They thought Cipher was just another human. But in The Kids Are Not Alright, Cipher proves he's always been 2 steps ahead. From twisted experiments to shocking betrayals, this episode drags our heroes back into the nightmare of Elmira and forces them to face truths darker than ever before.
Embrace it.
This makes you one of the most powerful suits in the world.
More powerful than Homelander.
Welcome back to Review. Today, we're diving deep into Gen V Season 2, Episode 5, The Kids Are Not Alright. This episode doesn't just continue the story. It rips open old wounds, tears down illusions, and reminds us that Vought's grip reaches far deeper than anyone imagined. If you're new here, I break down every twist, every hidden layer, and every emotional beat of shows like The Boys and Gen V. If you love cinematic deep dives, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next breakdown. Now, let's step into Elmira, Cipher's game of control. The episode wastes no time pulling us into Cipher's twisted orbit. We see him in a chillingly quiet moment, plucking a flower from his yard and placing it before the burned man hidden away in a cryo chamber. It's a disturbing gesture of care, one that says more about Cipher's fractured humanity than words ever could. And then comes Sister Sage. Her arrival shifts the tone immediately. At first, their banter feels casual, almost mocking. But what follows is one of the most unsettling moments of the episode. Sage and Cipher having sex in front of the burned man. And the way she locks eyes with him while it happens is more than shock value. It's dominance, it's cruelty, and it sets the stage for how dangerous this partnership truly is. Cut forward a month, and Cipher orchestrates the gender-bender versus blood-bender fight. Not because he enjoys the spectacle, but because he wants Marie to hit her breaking point. He thrives on pushing others beyond their limits, and Marie is his latest obsession. This isn't just manipulation, it's training through torment. And when Cipher punishes Cate by sending her to Elmira, he isn't just disciplining her. He's tightening his grip on all of them. Cipher doesn't need brute force. His weapon is control, and in Episode 5, he proves just how merciless he can be. Cate's descent into Elmira. For Cate, Elmira isn't just a prison. It's humiliation, dehumanization, and despair. From the moment she arrives, the cruelty is immediate. Guards strip her naked, forcing her to remove her prosthetic arm. She tries to fight back with her powers, but something's wrong. They don't work. And so Cate, once a manipulator in her own right, is caged, powerless, and alone. This sequence isn't about action. It's about breaking her spirit. The way the guards treat her strips away her dignity, echoing the trauma she's carried from her past. When she's locked into her cell for the night, it's not just steel bars holding her. It's Cipher's shadow pressing down on her, suffocating every thought of resistance. Meanwhile, Marie and Jordan can't shake the memory of their own time at Elmira. Marie tells Emma how she escaped once before, by killing a guard with a cut and pulling blood through the wound to climb through an air duct. That single act of survival has haunted her ever since. But Cipher has thought ahead. Security has been tightened. The same way out doesn't exist anymore. Cate's storyline in Elmira is more than a subplot. It's a mirror. It shows us what Cipher is capable of and why he's so terrifying. Elmira is his stage, and Cate, she's just the opening act. Sam's broken reunion. While the Guardians plan a rescue, Sam seeks something very different. Home. He walks into his childhood house, greeted by his parents' shock and joy. For a moment, it feels like the reunion he's always wanted. His father hugs him, his mother smiles through tears, and for a fleeting instant, Sam belongs again. But reality cuts deeper. His old toys, his photos, his memories, they've all been packed away, like he never existed. When he confronts his parents, they explain, Vought lied. They told them Sam was dead. They told Sam his parents didn't care. It was manipulation at its cruelest, severing bonds with a single lie. Sam breaks when he realizes his mother might be calling Vought. In a violent burst, he lashes out, striking his father. The cycle of trauma comes full circle. And yet, His mother's words bring an unexpected truth. His struggles aren't from Compound V. They're genetic. Mental illness runs in their bloodline. For Sam, this revelation reframes everything. He isn't just a victim of Vought. He isn't just broken by science. He's fighting battles that were always inside him. And yet, in the end, his mother offers the one thing he's been denied for years: unconditional love. Sam's reunion isn't a fairy tale. It's painful, tragic, and raw, but it's also a step toward healing. Polarity's breaking point. While the younger heroes wrestle with Elmira and Cipher's grip, Polarity faces his own reckoning. Dinner with Cipher starts out deceptively calm, but beneath the polite words lies a deadly undercurrent. Polarity wants answers about Andre, about the son he lost. Cipher, as always, twists the knife. He claims Andre's death was just part of an experiment, a push too far. But we know Cipher. Truth and lies are tools to him, nothing more. Whether Andre truly fell in an experiment or not, Cipher relishes the pain his words inflict. Polarity snaps. He reaches for a knife driven by rage. But here's where Cipher shows his hand. He doesn't flinch. Instead, he stabs the blade through his own palm, smiling as though pain means nothing. It's a horrifying image, one that leaves Polarity shaken. And then the collapse. Alone with his memories, Polarity loses control of his powers. Blades fly through the air, crashing into walls. His body betrays him as he suffers a seizure. For Polarity, this isn't just a physical breakdown. It's symbolic. His strength, his legacy, his grip on reality. It's slipping. And in Cipher's presence, his helplessness is undeniable. The dinner scene isn't about food. It's about dominance. And Cipher leaves no doubt about who holds the upper hand. The failed rescue, determined to save Cate, Marie, Jordan, and Emma, march into Elmira. But Cipher is waiting. Almost immediately, they're overwhelmed. Guards descend. Their powers are neutralized, and the heroes find themselves thrown back into the very cells they once escaped. It's a devastating reversal. Instead of liberators, they've become prisoners again. Cate, shocked to see her friends, feels a spark of hope, but Emma is at her breaking point. She's exhausted, emotionally shattered, and convinced they can't win. Their dynamic inside those cells is heartbreaking. Resentment collides with loyalty, and the question lingers. Why risk everything for someone who betrayed them? Cipher, of course, uses the moment to his advantage. He focuses on Marie, taunting her, reminding her that her power is unlike anything else. And then he unveils his cruelest twist yet. Annabeth, Marie's sister, is imprisoned in Elmira too. For Marie, it's a dagger to the heart. She's been fighting to protect her friends, but now the stakes are personal. Cipher dangles Annabeth's life as leverage, daring Marie to surrender. But Cate has her own plan. In one of the episode's most gripping sequences, she pulls a staple from her skull, straightens it, and picks the lock on her power-suppressing collar. When a guard approaches, she seizes control. In a horrifying moment, she forces him to stab himself in the eye. With the keys in hand, Cate frees Emma, Jordan, and Marie. They charge through Elmira's halls, alarms blaring, only to find Annabeth bleeding out. Marie refuses to let her go. Using her blood powers, she does the unthinkable, sealing Annabeth's wounds and dragging her back from the edge of death. But salvation comes at a cost. Emma, Jordan, and Cate are hurt in the process. And as the guards close in, it becomes clear. This escape might have been Cipher's design all along. The bigger threat. As the dust settles, Cipher's true intentions become clearer. He tells Sage that everything, the fights, the prison, even the betrayals, was orchestrated. Every step was part of a larger plan to unlock Marie's full potential. For Cipher, pain is a tool, and suffering is the crucible that forges power. Sister Sage, now revealed as the CEO of Vought, pushes him to move faster. Homelander looms over everything, and they both know his wrath is inevitable. Together, Cipher and Sage form a terrifying alliance. His obsession with control, her unparalleled intellect. It's not just the Guardians who are trapped. It's the entire board, the entire system bending under their scheme. And as alarms echo through Elmira, one thing becomes clear. The Guardians aren't just fighting for freedom. They're pawns in a much larger game, one designed to break them, remake them, and weaponize them. Episode 5, The Kids Are Not All Right, isn't just a title, it's the truth. Our heroes are broken, manipulated, and cornered. Cipher stands untouchable, Sage at his side, and Elmira itself becomes a twisted training ground. Sam's painful reunion, Polarity's collapse, Cate's resilience, and Marie's terrifying new power. All of it builds toward a truth too big to ignore. Cipher isn't just testing them, he's reshaping them. But here's the question, how far can they be pushed before they break? And when they finally snap, will they turn their fury on Cipher or on each other? What do you think? Is Cipher the most terrifying villain in Gen V so far? Or is there something even darker on the horizon? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your theories. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next deep dive here on Review. Until then, remember, in the world of Vought, no one is ever truly free.